Have you ever wondered what Polish people really think about The Witcher? Well, I journeyed into Warsaw, the capital of Poland, to find the answers to your burning questions. What do you think of the Witcher Netflix TV show? Do you think that Ciri should be a Witcher? Triss or Yennefer? And to optimize finding as many types of people as possible, I will be visiting 4 locations around the city. First, the Warsaw Old Town, then the Krakowskie Przedmieście and University area, then Centrum in front of the Palace of Culture, and finally we'll end off the day at the Vistula boulevards, which are a popular evening spot. Before we head out to the first location, it's really cloudy and I'm really hungry. And that can't be the case for the full day in Warsaw, so let's cook a breakfast. And lately, I've actually been much more into cooking thanks to today's sponsor, Craftsy. Craftsy is your online resource for all things creative. On Craftsy, you'll find classes on all sorts of topics like crocheting, yoga, arts, or baking. One of my favorite classes so far has been the Fuel Your Body, Feed Your Soul with Chef Lentine Alexis. She combines easy-to-make meals with healthy eating that she explains the rationale behind in every video. Right now, I'm making her take on the classic avocado toast, and I just think it looks delicious. But as mentioned, cooking isn't the only thing you can do on Craftsy. The platform has over 2,000 classes in more than 20 creative categories, so there's always something to learn. And it's all taught by really friendly expert instructors who walk you step by step through everything, giving their own unique tips and tricks. So whether you're looking to pick up a new hobby or unwind and make something with your hands, Craftsy is a great place to start. And right now, the first 1,000 of you to click the link in description or scan this QR code on screen will get a full year of premium membership for $1.49, valid for new members only. All right, the avocado toast is done. Let's give it a try. So good. Thanks again to Craftsy for sponsoring today's video. Now let's head into Warsaw. I started off the day at the Stare Miasto, the old town of Warsaw. I walked through the Barbican to the Rynek, or square in English, with the mermaid statue, but people were going about their business there, so we ended up setting up on Plac Zamkowy, with the Sigismund column and palace behind us. I can't lie, I was a bit nervous at the start, but immediately I was being approached by the nicest Witcher fans touring Warsaw from all over the world. We have our first victim, if we can call it that.
Maybe you are the victim. Who knows?
Where are you from and how do you know The Witcher?
I'm from Poland. I'm from Poland. I'm from Poland. I'm living in Gdańsk.
The Witcher? Well, in Poland it's hard to not recognize it. Practically everyone knows The Witcher, whether it's through the phenomenal books.
I'm so happy you said that.
I'm from Turkey and I read some books of Witcher and I also watched the TV series and I played Witcher series since Witcher 2.
We're from Republic of Moldova. I know Witcher from old Polish TV show.
Oh my gosh, no way!
Yes, so it in Belarusian TV.
That's crazy. I didn't think that I'd get a response like that today. But first, I had to have a way of testing just how deep into this all they were, so I had them identify 6 characters increasing in difficulty.
This is Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt z Rivii.
Of course, it's Geralt.
Whoa.
Oh, this is Ciri.
Best friends Geralt. So... wait.
Ja.
Nie Jasper. To jest Jaskier.
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 Bardzo dobrze.
Zoltan.
Zoltan.
Yeah. The next ones will get a little bit harder.
Oh, okay. Again, a school, and I can see that this is the sign of School of Cat.
No, it's
Not
the
cat?
wolf. It's the wolf.
Okay, the School of Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't remember.
I remember that silly joke about him on the boat when they
Chuj.
I did accept this answer, but unfortunately no one was able to guess Sheila. Now, since we were in this cultural center of Warsaw and we had some Poles and some tourists visiting to experience this culture, I decided to ask them. So as you know, The Witcher is made by Andrzej Sapkowski, like you already said. It is, the video games were made by CD Projekt, which are a Polish video game company. But how important do you think that the Polish culture is to The Witcher itself, like the story and the world itself?
I know Skellige is totally based on Gdańsk. Not Skellige, sorry,
Novigrad.
Novigrad. Sorry, yes, because it's a port city, and in
Yeah.
Novigrad it is also independent, right?
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
and that's
yeah.
where you have the trades, you have the merchants. They're
Mm-hmm.
also coming to sell their products, and especially there's a famous building, right, in Gdansk,
Yes,
which is
yeah.
totally programmed 100% exactly on in the game. It has also a historical connection with the history of Gdansk as well, because as far
True.
as I know, Gdansk was also an independent kingdom,
Yep.
right? There
Yeah,
were
an
always
independent
smaller,
city,
an
yeah. Mm-hmm.
independent city, yes, not kingdom but city, exactly.
This entire vibe, this climate, pulls me in even more, especially from the lens of the Polish culture, but specifically the Old Slavic one. We actually do sometimes say that when we go to the fields to hang out with our cousins, to do a picnic, one of the cousins runs around, or a friend, then, Jesus, we say, you're running around like a rusałka. Although the fields, it's more so strigas, no?
The ghosts, those
Yes.
wraiths, sort of.
In general, lots of things have roamed the fields.
It elevates in a positive way. There is also the representation of Polish folklore culture, especially the dresses like this, right?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
are also, yes, especially one of the DCLs. There were lots of Polish cultural dresses, I would be saying.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good positive representation.
So you mentioned that you watched and you liked the Netflix show, but you also mentioned that you liked the old Slavic inspirations in the folklore. Would you say that the Netflix show did a good job in representing Polish culture, or no?
I think that it represents Poland well, actually, if I understand the question correctly.
The Netflix show?
The TV show, the Netflix one, it pulls people in well, but for people outside of Europe. That actually people who don't have a lot of encounters with European cultures, then it's good to start with something more light. Some things that's half American, half Polish. Then gradually get closer to get sucked into the world of this brutal witcher and the old Slavic culture.
As for the second question, given the mix of nationalities, I thought that it would be interesting to see from those different perspectives. Why do you think The Witcher is such a success internationally?
For me, it's because I first see TV show was shocked because I born in Belarus and Poland it's a neighbor and I see this TV show near me make this great wow and I'm be crushed in Geralt childhood love
Yeah.
and
That's so beautiful. I mean, having Geralt as your childhood love, your childhood crush, especially the Polish TV show version, I think that's so unique. And wow, thank you for telling, that's crazy, yeah. I think that's so cool.
People like paranormal things, things that enhance. I mean, it's worth adding that many people like the paranormal world with the phenomena in the sense of magic.
Kind of like voodoo?
Yes, because they like to spice up their lives. Many people, when they go to work from Monday to Friday and only have the weekends free and they can only read a book or watch a TV show, then these things with magic and whatnot, well, it's definitely a good escape from daily life. But I also think that some people may have it in the back of their heads that, oh, once upon a time somewhere there was this magic, maybe it still could be, we don't know, but let's find out.
What about you? What do you like the most about The Witcher?
Witcher is one of important fantasy books in the world right now. This is very interesting and complicated book.
Oh yeah, it's very complicated.
This is complicated book with some strong philosophic choices, like an postmodern view on the old stories from Europe.
Yes, I love that you said that.
sorry, my English very bad. Pan Sapkowski in his book mixed two classic literature way. Like Conan, it's man who professional.
Yes,
Geralt,
yes.
it's Conan, and
The child who lost their kingdom.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Cyrilla, it's King Arthur. pan sapkowski mix it and
Create something
makes
new.
great and beautiful.
What makes it great? I
This
agree.
is the construction of classic Europe motifs
Yes.
and plots.
100%. Thank you so much for saying that.
Then, right as we were about to leave to the second location, we were approached by a father with his son saying that they would love to participate in the Q&A.
Now we have a young Witcher fan that wants to take part. So, hello, where are you from and how do you know The Witcher?
I'm from Poland, Witcher.
How do you get into The Witcher?
Tata zaczął grać w Wiedźmina.
My dad started playing The Witcher, and that's how I got into it. He played The Witcher once, so I sat with him and played with him.
So it was a very familiar...
Yes, we played it together.
They were also the first ones at this location to correctly identify Sheila, though they couldn't quite remember her name.
She was the one with that diamond.
Diamentem samym.
Yes.
What was her name?
Nie wiem. Tu
I don't remember, but she was the one with the diamond that...
She went to them in Flotsam in the second game.
She fought the Kairan together with Geralt, but I won't remember her name.
nie wiem.
Sheila de Tancerville.
Guys, you know me. I couldn't let these people go without asking the most important question to my channel.
Are you Team Triss or Team Yen?
I hate Yennefer.
Team Yen.
Let's go! One more time.
No. Again.
One more time. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay.
Okay.
Jen.
Yen,
Jen.
I am Team Tris. Always.
you need to find a better dad. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yennefer.
Yennefer?
Tris.
Are you kidding?
I don't know.
He don't read book.
Oh my god.
And just like that, we had a stalemate in the Triss versus Yennefer debate. But it was time to move on. I headed down Krakowskie Przedmieście to the Warsaw University, hoping to find some Polish college students. But it turned out to be much harder than anticipated, especially after such a great morning. Most people just ignored me, and those who did like The Witcher quickly had to rush off to catch a bus. To be fair, there is a bus stop right outside the college. I was able to conduct 2 interviews, though with no Polish students, they didn't seem to be around. On second thought, probably because it's the middle of July, but here is what I did get.
First of all, where are you from and how do you know The Witcher?
Actually, I'm from Ukraine and I was traveling here, and I'm actually a big fan of Witcher, but unfortunately I was playing Witcher 3, not first and second.
We're from the UK, and I think we know The Witcher from the TV show and the video games, and the books. The books
And the
as well.
books.
I'm reading them at the
Yeah.
moment.
Oh
I'm
my
reading
gosh.
them at the moment, yeah.
Which book are you on?
The third one, so The Blood of the Elves.
Guys, we have a real fan. That's good. This is very promising.
But how did the character identification go? By this point, I started noticing a trend. Sometimes people were able to remember an anecdote with a character, but not the name exactly.
One moment. I was playing Gwent with this guy a lot of
Gwent,
times. Yeah.
That's a very Witcher thing to say, by
Yeah,
the way.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
playing Gwent with this
One
guy.
moment, I have to think about it. Okay, let's do it.
Zoltan.
Zoltan! Yeah.
And I also started suspecting that perhaps one of these people wasn't actually a Witcher fan.
That's Geralt.
the main guy.
Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Another easy one, I think.
You got this one, Dom.
The fuck is that? is that the ugly girl that no longer becomes ugly?
Ciri. That's Ciri.
Oh, that's
Ciri.
the girl who's chasing after the kid. Yeah.
Okay, we can clearly see who the biggest Witcher fan is.
Yeah, it's me. Absolutely. I love The Witch.
Unfortunately, I think at this point, both myself and the camera ended up getting heat stroke or something because a bunch of the audio actually got corrupted and I forgot to ask one person the most important Triss or Yennefer question, but the other group definitely made up in their response to the poll.
Why did you pick Triss?
You told me to earlier.
There it is.
So why did you tell him to pick Triss?
Because it's the wrong choice to make.
Okay, so you are Team Yen? Okay.
Deep down.
Deep down, Team Yen. Team Yen from the start.
Is it literally just who's hotter?
Yeah.
No, it's not who's hotter.
No.
Triss is like a manipulative and Yen is...
Isn't Yennefer
Triss.
also that?
No!
Triss does care about Ciri though.
She literally fucked Her dad and calls her sister. Okay, sorry.
God forbid a girl have a hobby. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, she was trying to get into Geralt's pants while having like explosive diarrhea. Did you get to that chapter in Blood of Elves yet? Yeah. Yeah, so you
Team
just
Yennefer.
read that.
Team Yennefer.
Team Yennefer, yeah.
I'm still back interested. As humans, we have faults naturally, you know. Yeah, I'm happy with my choice. Thank you.
I can't lie, that was the most I laughed that day. And moreover, Team Yen was so back. Let's go! By only a single vote, but still. But I was not satisfied with the lack of polls I was getting, so it was time to move on. I think I didn't realize just how touristy the old town and surroundings were, so the next place we set up in had to be a slam dunk. I was left with no other choice. It had to be Centrum, in front of the Palace of Culture. With the metro line nearby and the Złote Tarasy shopping mall just across the street, I was guaranteed to find Polish Witcher fans. And I did.
We are from Wrocław.
I'm from Warsaw.
I'm from Poland, born and raised.
I'm from Poland, north from Warsaw.
So I'm from here, from Warsaw.
I'm from Bytom, down south.
And how did you become a Witcher fan?
I became a Witcher fan around middle school when I first saw the books at the local library. Picked up one of them and wasn't able to put them down ever since. So I was around high school, I think, when the first game came out, and then just played through all of them as they were coming out.
It's the funny story because I saw an edit of the TV show where Yennefer transferred from the ugly woman to the beautiful
the
lady.
hunchback.
So I gave it a watch.
That's very interesting because you're the first person I think that we have that has only been exposed to the TV show. Something that I really loved about this cohort was how they showcased that The Witcher is truly such a family event sometimes in Poland, kind of continuing that idea from the father and the son before.
My brother pirated the second game at some point in the past. Then I read the books and I enjoyed the shit out of them. And then I went on to buy the entire trilogy. I never got around to finishing the first one because it's just
outdated.
It's so old.
But there will be a remaster upcoming.
There will be.
And I've become Witcher fan because of my brother's influence. He read all the books, played all the games, and once he let me play The Witcher 3, and that's how it started. Then I played the second part. The first one I tried but never passed it, and now I'm reading the books.
It is quite difficult, yeah. Oh, which book are you on?
The newest one.
Rozdroże Kruków, yeah. Crossroads of Ravens.
Yeah, as it is the prequel, I have thought that it might be a good starter to get into The Witcher's history.
So you didn't read any other before? This is your first?
Not yet.
I will ask you about that. I was also ecstatic to meet another Witcher girlie who really knew her stuff because she was identifying those characters in seconds.
No, Geralt. Ciri. Jaskier.
Okay, this one is difficult.
Zoltan.
Oh, I told you I played it.
Well, I'm totally impressed now.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I love this game.
O, ten jest trudniej. A nie, to jest ten.
No, blisko.
Dziadek twój jak się nazywał? Lambert.
Dokładnie, bardzo dobrze. And finally, our girl Sheila finally got identified by name. How about her?
Priscilla Vigo?
No, that's Sheila de Tancarville.
Good job!
Sheila.
Oh my god, dude, good job!
Yeah. But then came the time for the difficult questions.
You mentioned that you watched the TV show. Was it the Netflix TV show? And if yes, what did you think about it?
What we think of the Netflix show? Well, in general, I'm a fan of these adaptations, but something really is missing there for me. It's quite lackluster.
Well, they had it almost right in the first season in terms of adherence to the books, although you could use some timestamps because it was kind of difficult to figure out what's happening when without any kind of indication. But then it really fell off hard in season 2, and I haven't really watched season 3 at all.
Third season I liked more, definitely. And the second? What was in the second?
That fight, something in the castle. I mean, they could stick more to the core story and not make things up on their own.
I think that someone who wrote a plot didn't really understood what made the first season good. It was stretched for too long. The last season was stretched so far that they could fit that content into half of the episodes,
definitely.
maybe.
What about the Netflix animes? The Nightmare of the Wolf and Sirens of the Deep.
I didn't watch the Sirens. It didn't seem too bad, just blunt at the paper. The Nightmare of the Wolf, it's just Castlevania.
It's literally Castlevania in The Witcher.
Yeah.
Like down to like action style and like storytelling. To be fair, it wasn't a bad animated movie.
It wasn't bad, but
the action pieces were really nice. The animation was all right. The lore was funky.
It didn't fit The Witcher.
It didn't really fit what is established in The Witcher, but overall, it was interesting.
And Yasemir was Jackass.
Yeah, to be fair, nothing points out that he wasn't an asshole when he was younger.
That's fair, but it didn't, tickle my fancy.
Now, as some of you may already know, there will be a new Witcher book coming out in English in September 30th. However, we Polish fans have had the privilege of already having this book for 6 months. And I know that many of you are curious, can you start with this book since it's a prequel? So I decided to ask the person reading it right now as his first Witcher book.
All right, so you mentioned that you started off with Crossroads of Ravens as your first book. How's that going? Do you think that it can be someone's introduction into the Witcher books?
I guess so. It is basically a prequel to everything that's happening in the books. You learn about Geralt's first mentor on the road, and like about his first tasks and everything, and basically how he became the Witcher with rules that he is.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's a good start for people because they get to know about more about what happened in Kermoren, like, the Purge.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so you get to know more about it, you get to know more about who was responsible for it. So you basically learn the whole backstory of why there can be no more Witchers produced, etc., which gives you a lot of wider view to the entire plot. Why is it that Geralt is often so needed as much in the books as in the games? You won't learn much about the side characters you met in different books, but definitely you will know more about Witchers in general and Geralt. So yeah, I think it's a very good start.
Before I left, I obviously had to check in on the Triss versus Yennefer poll.
I think Yennefer is more my type.
Yennefer.
Yeah!
Triss, all the way. Yeah, thank you. Yennefer is toxic. You can quote me on that. Yennefer sucks.
Yen.
Not gonna lie, before I got to know the Witcher universe better, I chose Triss, but then, in my second playthrough, when I learned more about the lore and the world and the whole relationship, I definitely choose Yennefer.
At this point, it was quite later in the day and I was starting to get worried about sunlight availability, so it was time to move on to the fourth location, the boulevards Wiślane, or the Vistula boulevards, colloquially also simply known as the schodki. There were loads of people there hanging out with their friends by the river. To be honest, I thought I'd have no trouble convincing people to take part in the interviews, but this crowd ended up being just as difficult, if not more, than the university. But I did end up finding a duo that was exactly the vibe I was looking for.
So where are you guys from, and how did you find out about The Witcher?
So I'm actually from Pultusk and now living in Warsaw.
Yeah, and I'm from a small village called Radom. I think that most of the Poles know where it is.
So for me it was the game. First time seeing it, it was in a CD Action magazine. Right across when the Witcher 2 was coming out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I seen it, never played it, bought it. Yeah.
And still never played it.
Yes, still never played it, but I got it. Then I played the Witcher 3 game, and then I read two first books by Andrzej Sapkowski.
Yeah, and for me it was like the first time I've actually met Witcher like in person. It was like the second game of The Witcher, Kingslayer.
They also nailed the character identification, being the third group to correctly identify Sheila.
Okay, and now this one's hard.
He's the witch. I mean,
From the second part of The Witcher, and she's called...
Do you want a clue?
Yeah.
It starts off with a S.
Sheila?
Yes, good
Something
job.
like this.
Guys, not many people have guessed her.
I thought that it would be nice to end this video off talking about some more current events, specifically about The Witcher 4. So I didn't ask these guys about it, but I did ask about it in Centrum.
Do you think that Ciri should be a Witcher?
I think it can be interesting.
Because theoretically, it will be the story of Ciri now. I mean, Geralt was there for the first 3 parts, and he was the protagonist. I think for sure it can be a cool addition. A fun continuation of the game as the next part because people did want it.
I like it. I'm actually looking forward to it. I think Ciri's progression to becoming a Witcher is a natural one.
It will be the same atmosphere but fresher. It's the 4th Witcher, I didn't think they'd make it. And Ciri's a fun idea.
Whoever thinks that the previous game was not totally pointing to Ciri as the previous character, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Even though one of the endings of Witcher 3 implied she became an emperor. But I think the real Ciri would kind of want to follow into Geralt's footsteps and become a Witcher herself.
Even if they wanted just to keep the main game play type with the elixirs, with the sense to see treasures, etc., she already was one of the most powerful fighters. If not with skill, then with just teleporting around like a fly.
We'll see what will be. The trailer looks really good so far.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait.
And then I tried to look into the future with these guys.
Last question. So we know now that The Witcher 4 will be played by with Ciri.
Yeah.
But what would your ideal Witcher 4 look like?
I think it's like perfect continuation.
Mm-hmm.
Geralt is retired. Story not like following up with him, and Ciri comes up and takes his place. Yeah, it's like perfect continuation for me.
Yeah, but I think like the same. I mean, the Geralt of Rivia is a perfect character, so let's not give him too much of a time because it might like end up pretty bad. So let's continue with another character, and Cirilla is a good character, so I'm looking forward to it.
Now, to finish off the Triss versus Yennefer debate.
Are you guys Team Triss or Team Yennefer?
Team Yennefer.
I'm actually Team Triss, I'm sorry.
It's okay, so why do you pick Triss?
It's not like I prefer Triss because she is such a wonderful woman. I think that Yennefer is not a compassionate person, you know? Just like that.
That's
I
crazy.
think in like the case
Crazy thing to say.
Crazy thing to
like
say.
in the case of matching characters, Yennefer actually is better for Geralt. But
Thank you.
overall, I would say that Triss is a better person and a better woman and a better companion.
Yennefer suits him more.
Yennefer suits him more. Can we agree that Yennefer suits him more?
Actually, I can agree with you on that.
Okay. I respect your opinion.
He just likes Yennefer. I mean, Triss better, but Yennefer. Yeah, he just likes Triss better than Yennefer, but Yennefer suits Geralt more.
You know, I feel like that's a very healthy opinion to have. Yeah.
I would agree.
And on that note, it was time to end the day. It was getting dark, I was starving, but there was one place that I couldn't miss showing you guys. I don't want to seem like a crazy fan or anything, but I mean, come on. I had to go pay my respects at the Witcher Cornelia Street. So here's me quickly running out and posing in front of the CD Projekt Red studio. And who knows, maybe one day I'll be invited inside and do little interviews there too. Hey, I know I usually don't add a voiceover here, but this was such a different style video, so please let me know what you think in the comments. Also, thank you to everyone who agreed to participate in the video. Please be kind to them, even if you disagree with someone's take. And please, please, please share your opinions with me down below too. Thank you so much for watching.